Check, check, check. Test, test. Is it working? Yes. Welcome, one and all, to Scotch and Smoke Rings, episode 670. This is In Sound Mind, part 5. Good to have everybody on the program today. Thank you for all being here on our new time. I say new time, but it's actually our old time. We are back to starting at around 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific time now that my childcare schedule has changed, which means I'm starting earlier. I hope that I get to see more of you because of that. The broadcast today will be a little shorter, about 3 hours, unless I need to go over, kind of like I did last week. Last week I needed to go over a little bit, and so I did, but we'll try to keep it around 3 hours today. I've got some work to do tonight on my lore episode for the weekend, so but we're still going to get some In Sound Mind done. Some streaming of In Sound Mind done. Good to see everybody on Facebook today. Roman, Ace, Jocelyn, Ryan, Toby, Jared, Shover, Alexis, Adriana. Good to see all of you. And of course, it's wonderful to see all of the regulars and the members and the Patreon subscribers on YouTube today. Nick Barnhouse with the Gold Derby, Brandon Beltfed, Alt Grendel, Automatic Beats, Knight Paladin Eleanor, Craig Euler, Ian Chamberlain, Quintius with the Gold Derby, Eric the Red with the Gold Derby, Chininator, Gaunter O'Dim, Edward J, Islas 97, Burial Account, Jocelyn Ryan, Mr. Virus, and Alt Grendel with the first super chat of the day says, dad joke for you. What's made of leather and sounds like a sneeze? A shoe. A shoe! Just, you could see there was a millisecond where I was trying to put it together, but I got it. I did. Wormy says, dropping by to say hi to Ox in chat. Have fun, Ox. Thank you, Wormy. Good to see you, my friend. Isaac says, happy birthday to Austin Elkins. Best to all here. Well, thank you very much, Isaac, and happy birthday to Austin, whomever he is, presumably a close friend of yours. Maybe you can get him onto the program so we can all say happy birthday to him in person. Robin Woodell on Facebook with a donation of stars says, hey there, Robin. So good to see you, my friend. And Eric the Red on YouTube, a member for 32 months and with a Gold Derby and a Silver Ox says, doctor, this is he's setting up a dad joke. All right. The doctor says, relax, David. It's just a small surgery. Don't panic. And then I say, but my name isn't David. And the doctor says, I know. I'm David. Ooh, Eric the Red. Scary. Scary stuff. All right, today we are live in front of you all with a variety of delicious beverages. Today is Abalure. That's right. I got it the first time. Today's scotch is Abalure. Cheers. And as you can see, I'm using my really cool shot glasses, or scotch glasses, complete with cigar holder included. We have our rum and Coke, in case you need a little bit of sweet to get through the night. Or a lot of sweet to get through the night. And we're starting off the broadcast today with a Brick House, my new favorite cigar. Hand-rolled, about mid to high shelf cigar, reasonably priced, smooth smoke every time. Matthew Ryan on Facebook with a donation of stars says, I poketh thee with a stick. Hello, Ox. Hey there, Matthew. Thank you for poking me with the stick. Sometimes I need a good prodding. I mean, with a stick. God. Jake Ben says, good Thursday, Ox and all. Thank you, Jake. Good to see you on this wonderful Thursday. Well, I don't know about you, but I'm really looking forward to getting back into In Sound Mind. When we were there in our last episode, I went a little bit longer than I had anticipated because we finished Max's storyline, and it was a heartbreaking storyline. And I had to go back into his apartment to get his vinyl player, his vinyl record disc. And we listened to a song. But looks like there's another person that has opened up. Something about a forester, was it? I forget exactly who that was. But we've got a number of places to explore. Now we have the explosive pills, or the enemy lures as they are. And there are a couple of places inside the apartment complex that we need to kind of clear out. Remember there was that nook blocked by the boxes, but there was that chemical fluid on the ground. We can now blow those away. Perhaps that's how we'll find the next door. And we need to get to that one section hidden behind a window on the very bottom level. So that's what we're going to try and get to in our next broadcast, or later on today. Jared on Facebook says, what is the skeleton's favorite snake? Spare ribs. I mean, wait. Wouldn't the joke work better if it was, what's a skeleton's favorite meal? Spare ribs, right? But a skeleton's favorite snake? I don't get it. Spare ribs or not? I mean, I get that snakes have lots of ribs. But is there another connection there that I'm not getting? I don't know. Spare ribs. Oh. What's a skeleton's favorite steak? Spare ribs is not steak. Jared? Matthew Ryan says his autocorrect failed as usual, lol. Eric says he meant steak. Yes, but spare ribs is not steak. Ribs is ribs. It's not steak. Steak is like a different cut of meat other than ribs. So even then it wouldn't work, Jared. But you know what? I'm just so grateful that you're here helping and contributing to the broadcast. I think, what is a skeleton's favorite meat dish to consume would work, I think. But either way, Jake, love the contributions. Jocelyn Ryan on YouTube says, I'm glad to see you back at the earlier time, Ox. I've missed being able to hang out in the YouTube chat during Scotch and Smoke Rings. Well, I'm glad to be back at this time, Jocelyn. It's good to have you in the chat today. Mo6994 says, hola, everyone. I'm glad Ox is back to his regular schedule. Snack. Oh. What's a skeleton's favorite snack? Not snake. Jared, autocorrect on Facebook really hates you. I'm so sorry. But that would make sense. What is the skeleton's favorite snack? Spare ribs. I love it. It's got everything I love in a joke. Thank you. Jared says snack. Snack. I meant to say snack. Autocorrect. Autocorrect is crap. The interesting thing is, as he's saying snack, that he's meant to say snack, his autocorrect is turning it into smack. So he's now spelled snack two different ways. Steak and smack. You got to get a new autocorrect, my friend. Yep, Mo says that he's glad I'm back to my regular schedule. Thank you, Mo. I'm happy to be back to the regular schedule as well. I'm going to be able to get to bed earlier today, which I'm looking forward to. Islast97 says, how long have these dad jokes been going on? I don't even know at this point. I think it's probably been like 2 or 3 years or so. But yeah, if you don't want the dad joke, you could do it. People in the chat have tried your mama jokes. People in the chat have tried blonde jokes. People in the chat have tried other things besides jokes. Well, lots of things you could do. Jared on Facebook says, I despise autocorrect, and it despises me too. Spelled with one O. Toe. Two. Thank you, Jared. I empathize. Lane Berry on YouTube says, I love having the old time back. Makes for the perfect evening. Skeleton's favorite steak is a T-bone. Thanks, Ox. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, I like that. The skeleton's favorite steak would be a T-bone, wouldn't it? Cool. Double O says, what's long and sticky? A stick. A classic, thank you. Pacific Time says, what did a crab do on his birthday? He shell-abraded. Wow. Wow. The crab shell-abraded on his birthday? I mean, yeah, I gotta say, I like that one. He shell-abraded. Jocelyn Ryan says, we could go back to the pickup lines. That's true. There were the pickup lines as well. You're welcome to share with me your pickup lines, your best Tinder one-liners. Daniel Radley on Facebook says, when the Fallout series comes out, I hope to see Ox in there somewhere, maybe as a traitor or perhaps a paladin. Who knows? I mean, I definitely wouldn't say no to having a cameo in the Fallout series. Jake Ben says, you missed my joke, Ox. Sorry, Jake. I'm going between the two chats. I'm now back to Facebook, and I'm going up to see what I missed. Jake's joke is, what kind of drink do you get if you mix hops and scotch? Hopscotch. Oh, that's a nice one, Jake. Thank you for that. I'll have a 20-ounce hopscotch, please. Eric the Red says, the creator of autocorrect died this week. May he restaurant in pies. Restaurant in pies. Oh, creator of autocorrect, restaurant in pies. Eric Curley says, I've been watching your old Metro, Bioshock, and Mothership Zeta series. Always a treat. Thank you, Eric Curley. Those were some of my favorite to put together. I really enjoyed Mothership Zeta. I enjoyed it way more than I thought I was going to. Bioshock, it took a while for me to kind of get used to it, but towards the end there, especially after doing Infinite, I was really having a good time. Jake Ben says, always stream responsibly, Ox. Lol. Oh, I do. You know me, I always stream responsibly. When I'm in front of this camera, I'm responsible. Mostly. Ryder Wheeler says, I've been playing Fallout 4 modded, found a Wanamingo in the glowing sea. And a modded M60 is too OP even for a Wanamingo. Wow, what mod did you install that put a Wanamingo in the glowing sea of Fallout 4? Because we didn't see the Wanamingos since the mine in Redding in Fallout 2, right? I guess it's about time that they had a comeback in the Fallout universe. Trezo says, hey Ox, what are we smoking tonight? Tonight we are smoking a brick house. Making slow progress because I'm doing a lot of talking, but it's pretty delicious. Trezo's a member for 29 months, a gold derby, and a silver ox. Rachel, a member for 38 months, a gold derby, and a gold ox, says, you're riding a horse at full speed. There's a giraffe next to you and a lion chasing you. What do? You get your drunk butt off the carousel. That's what you do. Ah, giraffe and a lion chasing you. Riding a horse at full speed. I like it. Thank you for that one, Rachel. And then Adrian Parker, a member for 24 months, and a silver ox, says, hey, Ox, watching from work halfway through my night. Hope your day has gone well. My day has gone very well so far. It's been productive, though I have a bit more work to do again tonight. Matthew Ryan on Facebook says, shall we start discussing body pillows again or pasties? No, we can leave those conversations in the past. We don't have to resurrect absolutely every conversation we've had on this broadcast. Some shall remain buried. Cannabis Ewer, a member for 5 months, and a silver ox, says, I can't take my dog to the pond anymore because the ducks keep attacking him. That's what I get for buying a purebred dog. Spelled B-R-E-A-D, a purebred dog. Because of the ducks, not the pond. Oh, Cannabis Ewer, that's just lovely. Thank you for that one. And then Ryder Wheeler says, the mod I'm using is called Mutant Menagerie. Oh, it sounds fascinating. I'll have to check it out. Thank you, Ryder Wheeler. Jake Benz says, we can always refer back to when we discussed whaling in chat, lol. I think some people were more upset about talking about an extinct industry like whaling. Well, like an extinct industry in North America like whaling than I was. But whaling, yeah. Daniel Radley on Facebook says, unfortunate that Horizon Forbidden West installment won't be coming to PC anytime soon. Would be amazing to see you continue Aloy's story. Yeah, I mean, if I have to wait a year for it to come to the PC after a PlayStation exclusive launch, I'm happy to wait. But I'll definitely play it when I have access to it because it was worth it. I mean, Zero Dawn was just a great game. Edward J says, my boss told me to have a good day, so I went home. I found a loophole there. Thank you, Edward. And Adris says, hey, Ox, why do runners rarely retire? It's hard to finish a 401k. Glad you're enjoying this game, even with the crashes. I loved every minute of it. Thank you, Adris. Yeah, well, I think we solved our crashes issue. As long as we have the graphical settings on poop quality, we'll be okay. Jake Benton says, that day was the most active I've ever seen the chat, Ox. What, the day that we talked about whaling? People were passionate about that topic. Yes. Thank you, Jake. But yeah, I am sad that I'm going to have to wait so long to enjoy some of the PlayStation exclusives, like Forbidden West. I'm really eager to explore what the story is going to evolve into when we get to play with Aloy again. I'm going to have to avoid spoilers so that it isn't ruined for me before I get to it. That's going to be tricky. A year of trying to avoid spoilers? Yikes. Nikki Gillian, a member for 6 months, and a Bronze Ox says, your streaming is A++. I'd buy a body pillow. Hashtag hope. Hope. Hashtag hope. I'm with you there. But not on the body pillow. Like, there are lots of body pillows out there. Tell you what, you could get a body pillow and then buy just like a white pillowcase and then get like a Sharpie and draw me on it. And that may be the closest viewers will get to their Oxhorn body pillow. You're welcome to do that if you want. Jake Benz on Facebook says, by the way, I've given up on building walls for my Fallout 4 settlements. Raiders keep appearing from within. Yeah, I spent a long time trying to figure out why that happened in Fallout 4. Walls are completely worthless. However, you can install mods to discover the spawn points of raiders in your settlements and outside your settlements. And as long as your walls contain those spawn points, they can be a little bit useful. That said, spawn points are more suggestions rather than guaranteed things. Like if 5 or 7 raiders spawn, they'll spawn at the spawn point and around the spawn point. So if you build a wall right up to the spawn point, some of them could spawn on the other side of your wall. But as long as you allow enough leeway and you know where the spawn points are, then walls can be practical in Fallout 4. Julian Z says, hi Ox, so good to see you on this Scotch and Smoke Rings. Sorry I'm a bit late. So glad to be back at the regular schedule, even if it's a shorter stream to play on. Thank you, Julian. I'm so glad you made it back. I also am glad to be back at 7 o'clock. Mo says, how much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Lol, it's all I know, sorry. A woodchuck could chuck as much as he wants if a woodchuck could chuck wood. That's how it ends, I think. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked? And then the whole she sells seashells by the seashore thing. So we've got a bunch of them. If you've got any more that I don't know of, you're welcome to share them in the chat. Jocelyn Ryan says, Oxhorn, you might want to rethink giving us the okay to draw you on a body pillow. We are your community, and I am creative. Why are we still talking about this? Look, I realize my community is very creative and horny. But look, I'm not, like, if you want to draw pictures on your pillows, who am I to stop you? That's not my business. Do what you want with your pillows. Even if it involves me, I won't take it personally. Kunk, a member for 19 months and a silver ox on YouTube, says, Fallout 4 tip. When trying to load to the open world and it takes forever, try alt-tabbing out to another window and immediately alt-tabbing back in. I see. Does that work better for you? I'll have to try it next time I play Fallout 4. Rachel says, everyone tweet your do-it-yourself ox body pillow to hashtag ox body pillow. Oh, dear God. This isn't really happening, is this? Is this really happening? Are you guys organizing now? I don't need you guys organizing. This is disturbing. Okay, let's focus on Facebook chat for a minute. Matthew Bryan says, what did the Buffist? Buddhist. Got you. All right, thank you, Matthew. Okay, I've got it now. What did the Buddhist say to the hot dog vendor? Make me one with everything. He would, wouldn't he? He wants to come back as everything. Jake Benz says the best method I've found is utilizing the shack bridges to place instead of walls and placing turrets on them. Yeah. Well, that works. I mean, check out, I actually did a video a long time ago showing off my favorite way of elevating turrets. And if you have the the Wasteland Workshop DLC installed, you can put down an iron pillar and then take the the quarter of a circle concrete platform, or the half a circle concrete platform, and that snaps to the top. And you can then snap that around the top of a pillar to create a perfect circle and then place a turret right on top. So you can have these elevated turrets, and then you can keep on going. So you can have level after level after level of these small little platforms on one centralized pillar, wire them all up if you have laser turrets or something, and you can just terrorize your enemies. The problem is that it makes them weak to grenades and Molotovs. If an enemy comes by and shoots a missile launcher or something, then he can knock out all of your turrets if they're all organized in one little elevated platform with one attack. That's really the only downside. Daniel Radley says, I think walls in your settlements would be more effective if you're in the settlement when it gets raided. They should be more effective. Well, okay, so if you're not in your settlement when it gets raided, I've done an entire series on the actual code behind the settlement system and the attack systems in Fallout 4. I never really organized them up in a playlist, but you can check it out. But delving into the actual code of how the game is scripted, when you're not in a settlement, the settlement gets attacked, but it doesn't really get attacked, right? The game doesn't render the raiders, plop them into the settlement, and then use AI to piece them, move them through. Basically, if you're not in the settlement when it gets attacked, it starts a countdown timer. And you have a certain amount of time to arrive at the settlement to defend it before it rolls the dice. Then, if you never show up, I think it's like 3 days. If you don't show up to the settlement within 3 days or something after you get an alert that it's being attacked, the game rolls the dice to decide whether or not your settlement gets raided and looted or it becomes victorious during the fight. And your dice roll improves based on the happiness of your settlement, how much food and water there is in the settlement, and how many settlers you have. Actually, I don't think the number of settlers you have is relevant at all. The number of settlers you have is relevant in terms of how many attackers arrive. So if you have like 24 attackers, you're going to get a bunch, or 24 settlers, you're going to get a bunch of people appearing to attack your settlements. If you only got like 3 settlers, then you're only going to get 1 or 2 raiders that attack. Anyway, if you have really good happiness and you're fully stocked up on food and water, then you have a higher % chance to win the dice roll, and your settlement will win the fight. But note that it's never 100%. The only time you get a 100% chance of defending your settlement is if you show up in person to defend the settlement and kill the raiders. That's the only time you actually have a chance, a 100% chance. So yeah, it's a little frustrating because it's annoying that you put all this time and energy and work into your settlements and you make them absolutely perfect, but at the end of the day, there's still a pretty significant chance that your settlement is going to lose unless you show up in person every time they're attacked. And that makes it really frustrating if you've claimed all of the settlements in the game, because then you're constantly getting messages to go and defend your settlements. So yeah, I mean, I love the settlement system in Fallout 4, but it was far from perfect. Cannabisure says, take my money and have a great night, good sir. Thank you, Cannabisure. Will do. No Name says, sorry I'm late, had to catch a movie this evening. I've been waiting to see all month. Well, I hope the movie was amazing and worth it for you, my friend. No Name says, hashtag Oxhorn body pillow. If I see that trending on Twitter, we're going to have words. I'm just saying, do what you want, but if it starts trending on Twitter, we're going to have words. Just a few. Ranker 1138, a member for 17 months, and a Silver Ox says, congrats on sticking with the weight loss and exercise program. Pretty soon we'll have to call you Foxhorn. Loud woo from the studio audience. Oh my God. No, that's not happening. Just never call me Foxhorn, please. Can we just spare me? Have mercy on your Oxhorn and never call me Foxhorn. Just no. Shadow787 says, your theory videos are some of my personal favorites, such as The Mysterious Stranger or Who Shot First. Are there more similar videos you plan on doing in the future? Thank you, Shadow787. I do have a few other ideas. Right now I'm focused on diving through the story of the games, the primary plots and the plots of the DLCs, but I definitely want to do more theory videos. Those are going to be a lot of fun. Dave says, Ox, what are your thoughts on playing Dying Light 2? I've heard a lot about Dying Light 2 recently, probably because the game is getting ready to come out. I tried Dying Light 1, and I wasn't really into it, but I realized that Dying Light 2 is going to be a completely different game, so maybe I should give it a chance. We'll see. Jake Benz says, it's always been mutants for me. Yeah, mutants, they're awful when they attack your settlements, especially all the grenades they use and the missile launchers. Matthew Ryan says, Rene Descartes walks into a bar. The bartender asks, would you like a beer? Descartes replies, I think not. And, promptly disappears. I think therefore I am. Right. He says, I think not. But then, okay. Thank you, Matthew Bryan. And then Kyle Warfield says, use da peppa snuff. I love how he spelled it out in the way that John actually says it in Sherlock Holmes. Use the pepper snuff, Sherlock. The pepper snuff is ready. Use the pepper snuff. Oh, God. Combat in that game is a nightmare. Jocelyn Ryan says, so what I'm hearing is that there's now a challenge out there, hashtag Oxhorn Body Pillow. No, you're hearing wrong. It was not a challenge. It was the opposite of a challenge. Swined79 says, I think Ox, you would like Dying Light 2. Cool. I'll have to check it out. Thank you. Danger Jim says, hashtag Chowder Body Pillow. Now that makes more sense. Snuggle up with a cute cuddly cat at night? That's great. Me? No. I mean, beards look great, but they're kind of scruffy. Just saying. No Name says, if you commit a first-degree murder in Canada, is it a 34th degree murder in the U.S.? Oh, is that a Fahrenheit and Celsius joke? Okay. Thank you, No Name. Nick Barnhouse says, pepper snuff? Use the pepper snuff. Thank you, Nick. God. Oh, tomorrow's going to be fun. Jake Ben says, I wish Nexus mods could be used on console. Yeah, I do too. That would be nice. But at least Bethesda has some mods for sale. And some user-made mods that you can download on the console. On the Xbox, anyway. Ben Corbett says, dude, what's up? Not much, Ben. Having a good Thursday. Hope you are as well. Getting ready to play some In Sound Mind. Wormy says, bored at work, Fox Anthro Head Body Pillow Photoshop. If I see that on Twitter, I think I might just puke. So don't tag me on Twitter if you happen to Photoshop that, Wormy, because I don't want to puke. Just saying, thanks for that. No Name says, a cop started crying when he was writing me a ticket. I asked him why, and he said, it's a moving violation. Oh, it's a moving violation. Oh, that's great. Love that one, No Name. Thank you so much. Apollo Alamani on Facebook says, hi, Ox, here's my rare dad joke. Why can't a bicycle stand on its own? Because it's too tired. Bicycle too tired? Oh, that's a good one, Paulo. Thank you for that one. Eric Kenley says, I would like to play Fallout 3 and the DLC on my PC. Can you recommend the needed fix to make it run correctly? I heard it had issues. And Matthew Ryan actually responds to his comment by saying Steam, I think, has it fixed. If you have the Game Pass for Windows Store, it's free and works pretty well from my experience. Now, I haven't actually tried using the Game Pass for PC yet, so I can't vouch to that myself. I can say, however, that having installed the Steam version of Fallout 3 onto my computer before Fallout 3 was available on Game Pass, it would not run. And it was just non-functional, and so I had to install a variety of mods in order to just get it to function so I could do my series on Fallout 3. And I did eventually get it to work, and it worked for several years before it crapped out again after a recent Windows update, and I can't get it to work anymore. I'm just lucky that I got it to work in time to finish my series on the Metro systems of Fallout 3, because now I can't get Fallout 3 to run on my computer. So I'm going to have to figure that out if I want to make more Fallout 3 content. Matthew Ryan says, with a donation of stars, says, how can you get 4 suits for $1? Buy a deck of cards. A literal one. Like it. Thank you, Matthew. Jake Ben says, what did you get when you drop a piano down a mine shaft? A flat minor. Ooh. A flat minor. A flat minor. I mean, the same is true if you drop a piano in an elementary school. It's bad. I shouldn't have said that. Garrett says, hi, Oxhorn, and all in chat. I keep hearing the pit for Fallout 76 is coming along. Are you excited for this DLC, and what do you think of this? I think it sounds great. I can't wait to visit Pittsburgh in Fallout 76 to see what it looked like before it was brutalized during the events of the pit DLC for Fallout 3. So yeah, they could take this a number of ways, and I'm really excited to discover how they do that. Jared Shover says, why was the skeleton so mean? Because he was bad to the bone. That's one mean skeleton. He's bad to the bone. Cyber Eye says, hey, Oxhorn, hope you're having a good night. I was wondering if you have ever played the game at dead of night. I have not played it, but tell you what, I'll go ahead and add it to my backlog here. Oh, wait, this game, yeah. I haven't played it, but I have looked it up before, and it does look interesting. Michael Irvin says, I'm late, but I made it. Hey, Ox, hope all is well. Remember to go back and check Alan's room. I think you can pick up the knife on the table. Oh, did I forget something in Alan's room? Not Max's room, but Alan's room? I thought I went back and explored his room. All right, I'll check it out again. Thank you, Michael Irvin. Ranker says, I really hope you have a Build Mass with SAS poster in your workout room. Also, 34 degrees refers to the U.S.-Canada border. Ah. Sorry, 1 second. The 34th parallel? Okay. Thank you, Ranker. No Name says, today I learned that if a canoe turns upside down in the water, you can safely wear it on your head because it's capsized. It's capsized. Thank you for that one, No Name. Rachel says, have you played any more Dark Souls? I have. Dark Souls is my go-to game. It has become my go-to game if I just need to, you know, I get my lore videos done. My streams are done for the week. You know, the kids are away from the house or something, and I have some time. I'll play a little Dark Souls, and I've been making progress. I've been watching guides on how to play the game, so there is that. I'm not playing it blind, but I am getting better. I'm now in the Blighttown. Blighttown. I just passed through the burrows and I killed the water dragon there. I am now in Blighttown. And I've already died twice in Blighttown. Thankfully, I used all of my souls that I got after killing the water dragon. That was 30,000 souls. I finally got up to my soft cap of 30 health, which is good. So I'm doing really good on health. But I died twice so far. It's the stinking toxin. These little goblins with crossbows shoot this toxin at you, and you have to have a special kind of moss in your inventory to cure yourself of it, or otherwise you just die. It's awful. So I gotta go back and buy all this moss. P-Town says, hey Ox, your monthly reminders from me, Croup Manor lore video. All right, I'm just gonna write myself a note here. Croup Manor. Put the Vault 114 video in the Fallout 4 playlist. Thank you. Pepper Snuff t-shirt. Pepper Snuff? Use the Pepper Snuff. Thank you for that one. I also need to do a West Everett Estates video. I believe I've missed that location in Fallout 4 as well. All right. Thank you for that one, P-Town. Loving it. No Name says, with a gold derby and a member for 26 months and a gold ox, he says, a panic-stricken man explained to his doctor, you have to help me. I think I'm shrinking. Now settle down, the doctor calmly told him. You'll just have to learn to be a little patient. A little patient? Because he thinks he's shrinking. That's a great one, No Name. Thank you. Alien Face says, I got my daughter a Switch and she's playing Castle Crashers with me. She enjoys it a lot and loves being the Pink Knight. That sounds like a lot of fun. My kids have Switches, but I've never heard of Castle Crashers. I'm going to add a note here. Check it out later. Kenark says, Juicehead did a vid today saying the Fallout 3 script extender is the issue for some. Ah. Oh, well, I mean, there was that recent update to Fallout 3 that is incompatible with the Fallout 3 script extender. A couple of months ago, Bethesda released an update to Fallout 3 of all things, which broke the Fallout 3 script extender. So unless they updated the script extender to fix it, then you have to have an old version of the Fallout 3 EXE on your hard drive in order to get it to work with mods, which I do. So I don't have the latest version that I can download from Steam so that I can actually load the game. Jake Ben says, Ox, oh my, we're going to have a riot now in chat that now that you've said that. That's fine. I've dealt with chat riots before. I like them. Bring them on. Kenny Allen says, playing World of Warcraft again. It's been years. Hey, Kenny, I hope you're enjoying it. You're right. It has been years. It's been years for me as well. Part of me is curious. A small part. And Garrett McFadden with a donation of stars on Facebook says, what is the Scotch and cigar for tonight? I may have missed what you said. Yeah, I'm drinking Abalure Scotch, which is really smooth. It's one of my favorite Scotches now. And then a Brick House, a cigar. A Churchill-sized hand-rolled cigar. Delicious. Jack the Hero says, Oxhorn, have you ever played Borderlands, and would you consider playing it on stream? I have played I have not played Borderlands, but it has been recommended to me many a time here on the chat. So yeah, I know that it's a game that you guys really enjoy. Maybe I'll have to tackle it someday. Ranker, that's actually a really good idea. Build mass with SAS poster in my workout room. I'm going to have to do that. I love that. Whatever Tube says, Ox, I'm reading your book. It's awesome. Why don't you talk about it more? I didn't even know you had books until now. Play on, sir, as always, Enclave in Space. Thank you, Whatever Tube. Well, I mean, I don't know. If I'm being perfectly honest, I'm proud of the book. I am. And I wrote it when I was a younger man. It's an idea that I came out with when I was still a teenager. It's based on a video game I made in RPG Maker when I was still a young teenager. So it has its roots way back in my early childhood, even though I finished writing it and publishing it when I was a young adult. And I wrote it when I was a young adult, and then several years later, I edited it, and I went through and made sure that it was grammatically correct and that it went the way I wanted it to. So I'm really proud of the way that the novel turned out. I don't know if it's something I would write today. You know, it's not post-apocalyptic. It's a fantasy novel, a swashbuckling fantasy novel. And, you know, there are parts of it that I probably wouldn't write today. So as an author, I guess, I've changed a little bit. So it's not exactly a good the best representation of my abilities in fiction today. Though at the time I was much more prolific in writing, so it's probably that I'm worse at writing fiction today than I was when I was a younger man. But I don't talk a lot about it because I don't do a lot of writing these days. You know, I haven't written a novel or a novella or a poem or a short story in a very long time because I'm so preoccupied with what actually makes me a living. And that's my my YouTube channel. So I don't know, someday I would love to write again. I thoroughly enjoyed writing and publishing my own book. I think everyone who has a passion for it should do it at least once. There are so many tools out there that allow you to self-publish a book, and with social media, you can market it yourself. Low-cost way of getting your book out there and seen by eyes, and it's so rewarding. Something we can all do, and I highly encourage you doing it. And I did it, and I got at least one book out. I published a collection of short stories as well when I was younger, and I'm sitting on one novel that I haven't published yet. It's mostly done, but I haven't written in it in years. So, yeah, I mean, I could work on that, but, yeah, I don't know. My interests are in other things right now, I suppose. But I'm really glad that you enjoyed The Tale of Clorin Hastings, that you're enjoying it. Let me know how you feel when you finish it. Katie Williams says, watch Post-Apocalypto by Tenacious D on YouTube. I will leave myself a note to do that at some time. Post-Apocalypto. Thank you for that one, whatever, too. Thank you for that one, Katie Williams. Penguino 375 says, hey, I'm actually able to join for a stream. Just wanted to say I really got into the lore videos and love listening to your videos. Had one question. Do you like the Warhammer universe? I did when I was a young boy. When I was young, I was all about Warhammer 40K, I believe it was. There was the fantasy version, which I wasn't into. But I was into 40K. I loved the Space Marines. I loved the Empire. And I liked painting them, the figurines. I never actually played with them. Like, I never played a Warhammer game. But I loved building models when I was younger, and I loved painting the figurines, and I had a little airbrush, and yeah, I had a great time with that. So I love the art and the style, and I suppose that makes sense why I like Power Armor and Fallout, the Fallout universe. But yeah, I never played the game. No Name says the inventor of the throat lozenge died last month. There was no coffin at his funeral. Scotch! And Jocelyn Ryan says, I'd love to see you do a post-apocalyptic story / book, Ox. I could easily see you putting in some horse punching or stinking wolves in there somewhere. Oh, you know I would. You know I would. Kyle Warfield on Facebook says, the last time you played Sherlock and tried shooting the guy's hat off, but the next thing you heard was, you killed him! Had me and my wife dying. I know, right? This is such a weird game. You go into this room and 10 guys come at you with knives and guns, and you can't kill them. You can't defend yourself without John, your alter ego, yelling at you, you killed him, Sherry. Sherry, you killed him. Pepper snuff. Use the pepper snuff, Sherry. You killed him, Sherry. My God. So instead, what do we got to do? We got to aim for explosive vials of explosive gasoline that they just so happen to be carrying around their waists. What? Why is every bad guy in this universe carry around explosive bottles of fluid around their waist just so that we can shoot it to disable them without killing them? Why does that make any sense whatsoever? But yeah, I gotta hand it to them. They did. Frogwares was inventive. The combat system in Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1 is inventive. Matthew Ryan says, you missed my last joke, but I'm not sure if I posted it correctly, as Facebook didn't show it until I logged back into the stream. How? Okay, so do I need to scroll back up for it? I don't see it. The last one I see from you is about the Four Suits deck of cards. Anyway, he continues, how easy is it to count in binary? It's as easy as 0, 1, 10, and 11. Binary for 1, 2, and 3. Thank you, Matthew Ryan. I love it. So appreciate it. Shadow787 became a bronze ox. Thank you, Shadow787. MG says, howdy, Ox. I turn 29 next week. So excited. Congratulations, MG, on turning 29. 1 year left in your 20s. Live it up while you can. Enjoy it. The 30s are still good. Having been through the 30s, I thoroughly enjoyed them. So yeah, lots of good things to look forward to. But enjoy this last year in your 20s, my friend. Kiyomosabi says, I thought it was gunpowder or something. Yeah, I mean, even if it was gunpowder, who runs around carrying gunpowder with them at all times? It's not like they were using flintlock rifles and pistols. I mean, this was set in the late 1800s, early 20th century, wasn't it? It's not like it's the Revolutionary period where everybody has a large bore rifle and a flask of gunpowder, and they do one shot, and then they've got to get on a knee and tilt it up and pour in the powder and swab the barrel, and then like they don't have to go through that. Like they're reloading the guns on the fly. So why would they be carrying gunpowder? Doesn't make sense. It's silly. All right, got about 10 more minutes, and then I'm going to dive into the game. You got a joke and you want me to read it? Now's your time. You got something you want to say? Now's your opportunity. Jocelyn Ryan says, man, I loved my 30s. I'm not so thrilled about the 40s. Sorry to hear that, Jocelyn. I got to say, I've been in my 40s for what, half a year now? God, has it really been half a year? Oh, my God. I'm going to be 41 in 6 months. Less than that. Oh, I got to work faster before I die. But so far, my 40s have been pretty good. My 40s have been great. I've barely been in them, so crossing my fingers. No Name says, hashtag Ox Body Pillow. Oh, thank you for continuing with that, No Name. So glad. Tyson Beswick on Facebook says, my wife and I love watching you stream, Ox. You're awesome. Thank you, Tyson, and major kudos to both you and your wife tuning in today. Berserker Dad says, why do cows wear bells? Because their horns don't work. Ah, loving it. Berserker Dad, thank you for that one. Ranker says, here's a scary science fact. Sharks are older than trees. Is that true? Really? Wow. I'm going to have to look that one up after the broadcast. That's bizarre. Cool. Rachel says, not a joke, just food for thought. Somebody made up dinosaur noises without ever hearing them. That is definitely interesting. Though, I remember watching a video on why that is. And we have fossilized records of what their windpipe looked like, what the cartilage looked like inside their throats. And of course, every single dinosaur is different, so we don't know what all dinosaurs sound like. But I remember watching a video that talked about how there are certain dinosaurs where we knew if they made clucking noises, and we knew if they made like snorts or screeches based on the way their throats worked. Now, of course, that doesn't mean that the sounds that we're familiar with from Hollywood accurately reflect that, because they don't care about that. Right? Steven Spielberg is going to sit down to do Jurassic Park, and he just wants to scare the snot out of kids, and so he's going to make them sound like roaring pigs or turkeys or something. But I think that there are some fossilized records that can give us a clue as to what they sounded like. Alt Grendel says Ace of Spades wants you to know about the UFO in Sound Mind episode 2. Cool. I'm eager to discover aspects about the game as I get to them. Thank you for that one, Alt Grendel and Ace of Spades. MG says gambling has really helped me get back on my feet. Well, that's because I lost my car in poker last night. Lol. Just a joke. Don't gamble, kids, he says. Thank you for that disclaimer at the end. TSW555 says, I have to work faster before I die, but yeah, so far the 40s are good. Lol, Ox, is everything okay? That was quite the mood change. Love you, Ox. It's like, but you know, I turned 40 last year, and in my mind, I'm still like this new 40, and I've got like a decade of my 40s ahead of me. But then I just realized, like, in 6 months, I'm going to be 41. And I no longer have a decade of my 40s ahead of me. I've got 9 years. And that's one less year. They go by quick, is what I'm saying. And I got things to do before I'm done. Gotta work harder. Jared says, do you know that there is a new Space Marine game coming out soon? I think I remember seeing a trailer for it, actually. Yeah, and it looked really interesting. I'll have to add it to the list of games to check up on. Matthew Ryan says, here I am being the baby at 33, lol. I'm not thrilled about coming up to 34. Thankfully, none of us are old yet. Yeah, I'm still feeling my youth. You know, not all my hairs are gray. Like my sideburns are turning gray. Like these. Got a lot of grays in there. And then if you look at my chin, I got a couple tufts of gray starting to grow out in there. But my hair up here is pretty brown still, you know. I mean, I'm going to turn completely gray eventually. And I'm okay with that. But I'm not there yet. I got some time. Michael Yang says, I remember you saying streams ago that Chrono Cross is one of your favorite RPG games. It's getting an HD remaster this April. Just an FYI. I absolutely loved Chrono Cross. It was the music of Chrono Cross that I loved more than anything else. The soundtrack to the game was just phenomenal. Wormy says, I'll be good, Ox, and doodle Inuyasha anime instead. I'll be good, Ox, and doodle Inuyasha anime instead. Oh, on the body pillow, right. Okay. Well, that's better. Thank you for that one, Wormy. Berserker Dad says, you mean turn into a silver ox? Yeah. I'm never turning into a silver fox, but I may someday turn into a silver ox. Oh, God. Lumen says, I think I'm working till the day I die. And you know what? So far, I'm content with that. I enjoy my work. That's great, Lumen. I have no idea what I'll do. I mean, I like the idea of continuing to work and not retire. But I also love the idea of kind of just having time to do what I want to do. Work-life balance is difficult. I'm still figuring it out. Kellen Gray says, I just wanted to say to you and the chat are wonderful people. Oh, Kellen Gray, thank you so much for that. I've been blessed that I have cultivated an amazing chat here in the game, or in the show. Mr. Anderson says, my 50s haven't been too bad so far. I'm about 50 pounds lighter than I was in my 40s. Age is just a number. Yeah, you know, I've been seeing a lot of that. Like I've been, trying to work out a bit, and I'm healthier now than I was in my 30s at all. But I've been watching these videos of people my age in their 40s and people in their 50s working out, and they're able to achieve results as long as they restrict their caloric intake and do the exercises correctly. The body still responds, right? And yet there is something to be said about the percentage of testosterone that you lose every year and bone loss year after year and all of that. I mean, there are some aspects of science that can't be ignored, but in some ways, age is just a number. Some gal on YouTube says, hey, Ox, I've been watching your Mass Effect streams. Thank you for the hours of entertainment. When is your birthday? My birthday is in August. Coming up, Jocelyn Ryan says, lol, my baby of a hubby definitely has more gray than I do. Hair dye is a fabulous thing. Well, I'm definitely not going to shame. Everybody do their own thing. But I'm not going to be doing hair dye. I think Rudy Giuliani turned me off to hair dye forever. After that, yeah, I don't think I'll ever touch the stuff, but that's just me. Matthew Ryan on Facebook says, last comment for me until I get more stars next week. Just wanted to give a shout out to the most amazing, hardest working, and best woman in my life, the wonderful Jocelyn Ryan, who keeps trying to prove that I'm a brony, though clearly I am not. Matthew, you're denying it now? You're not a brony? She had me convinced. Based on your commentary and your wife's commentary, I was so convinced that you were a brony, but you're not. Are you stepping that one back? You're distancing yourself from the brony community? Is that what we're seeing here, Matthew? Okay. Well, I'll take you at your word. I mean, you know you best. But I'm I'm glad that you and your wife come to the broadcast. You two are so fun. Jared says, I think the children of Adam should be seen more in the future of Fallout games. They are referenced too little in the universe. I would like to see them acting like Knights Templars and go on little crusades. That would be really fun. Though I think it would be much more interesting to see other atomic cults, kind of like how we found the atomic cult in Fallout Tactics, very similar to the Cult of Adam from Fallout 3 and Fallout 4, but it's completely different. I'm sure there would be many different cults to atomic energy that would develop in a post-apocalyptic universe like that. So if there were another game, I'd love to see an atomic cult or a cult of some kind, but not necessarily the cult of Adam. Jessica Sharp, Cat's Paw Gaming with a gold derby, became a bronze ox. Thank you, Jessica. MG says money can't buy you love, but it can buy you crawfish. Spelled B-A-Y-O-U. Bringing my money down to the bayou. Thank you, MG. All right. It's time. Let's get the game started. Jocelyn Ryan on YouTube says, considering he knows the pony lore better than my daughter ever did, I'm pretty sure he's more brony than he thinks. I'll just let you guys work that out on your own. I'm not going to come down on sides here. He wants to be a brony, then he doesn't want to be a brony, then you're insisting he is a brony. Look, I think you two need to figure out his own identity and then come back to me when you get it figured out. Gwendolyn says, you must be doing the P90X workout program, right? I'm not. What is a P90X? No, I went and bought a Bowflex. I forget what it's called, like a Bowflex Encore or no, it's the Bowflex Extreme 2. And it came with a workout book that showed you all of the different exercises that it can do. And I just picked one of the programs, and I've been doing that 3 times a week. The weight loss hasn't come from working out. The weight loss has come from restricting my calories by just eating less. But I am building some muscle, and that's due to the weightlifting. Julian Z says, Ox, when you turn all gray, can we call you Silver Ox? Yes, you can. Also, I always pictured your retirement as you slowing down and not being on such a strict schedule, and every once in a while you'd stream or put a vid out. Yeah. That sounds nice. Maybe that's what my retirement will look like. All right, let's get the lights off so that we can start the game. Okay, where are you? In sound mind. There we go. Gwendolyn says, not the P90X program, the alternative P9 Ox. Oh, how did I not get that? Thank you, Gwendolyn. Sorry you had to say that one twice before I got it, but I got it. Thank you, Gwendolyn. Matthew Ryan. Oh, Matthew Ryan in the chat. He's got another message with stars, even though he said he wasn't going to do anymore. He says, we're not asking you to take sides. All right, this is starting to sound very serious, folks. After all, we both know she's right. No reason to argue with her, lol. Oh, okay. I just don't consider myself a brony, even though My Little Pony has better continuity than most TV shows and games. Oh, Matthew. Oh, Matthew, I might have to agree with your wife here and think that you might be a little bit of a brony. It's okay. I mean, you say, I don't consider myself a brony, except for the fact that the My Little Pony universe has better continuity than most TV shows and games, guys. Night Ox, have a great stream. Thank you, Matthew, so much. Oh, you make me laugh. Have a wonderful night, Matthew, and I'll see you soon, okay? All right, let's dive back in. Jessica Sharp says that. Hey, Ox, I've been watching the a friend play the remastered version of Alan Wake, and it's awesome. The hidden QR codes even lead to hidden YouTube videos. Would you consider replaying Alan Wake, but the remastered version? I mean, part of me wants to play it just out of curiosity, but I've already experienced the story, and I don't think they would be adding to it or changing it, so I don't really think I need to play it again. Jared says, I bet he has a My Little Pony pillow. Well, Jared, I mean, maybe you're right, but you know what? We're not here to shame. We're not here to kink shame. People want their pillows. That's fine. You know, God bless them. Okay, I'll tell you what. Let's put the quality back up to ultra. Because it's just really bad right now. And if we crash again, at least we know what to do. There, I can actually see the grill in the speaker. Okay, so I need to go back to Alan's place, right? Whoa, wait a minute. Why are we still on this level? Didn't we just play the record?
Hello.
Oh, no, it must have not saved after we played the record.
I can listen to songs with this.
I was listening to that.
All right, well, we already listened to it, so we don't need to listen to it again.
See you soon.
Now let's see if there's anything on the roof that's changed. I don't think so. We still can't get past these. Whatever those are.
Looks like some sort of a radio device.
So there's nothing we can do up here. So let's go down a level. Jocelyn Ryan says, no pony body pillow, but a keychain or two. All right, that's not so bad, you know. Keychain or two, fine. I'm happy to push him out of the brony camp there. But again, like, I'm not saying that, you know, no shame in brony camps. Okay, so let's go to 1. And we need to go to Alan's. That's Veronica's. Alan's is going to be over here. Let's see if there's anything we missed.
Can't carry that much ammo.
Somebody get this man an award!
All right, that's the next door, just as we suspected. Now, let's go to Alan's room and see if we can unlock anything else with the pills. Because Chad said that there was a knife there. There is a knife, but I can't take it. So you're right, there is a knife, but I can't take it. Just making sure there's nothing we can now unlock with pills. It looks like there's not. Oh. Right, I think that's it for Alan. I can get rid of it, but they're not giving me any more pills to replace it. So I gotta be careful. Yeah, I've only got 2 left.
Can't carry any more of this.
Well, at least I got some pills back. Pills here. Here we go. This is what I wanted to do. Oh, no pills? I don't get any pills out of that? Detectanol. Oh, the lower portion is all flooded. Wow, they didn't realize that. I'm glad I solved all of that before I got flooded. It's hurting me. Oh, it's hurting me. The water is hurting me. I didn't realize that.
Gotta stay hydrated.
Okay, here we go.
I can't carry that much ammo.
Limber up every morning, no excuses. The life expectancy of a radio man was 5 seconds. Always defy the odds. Okay, 5 seconds. Huh. Known establishments and associate locations. Mayer Corporation, 600 Mayer Boulevard, Morrison, New Jersey. Mayer Corporation, 980 Pennsylvania Avenue, Washington, D.C., blocks from the White House. Mayer Distribution, 10 Quarry Lane, Milton Haven, Washington. Mayer AG, Friedrich Ebert Strabe 215, Dusseldorf, Germany. Hatulski Incorporated, 40N Belt Lane Road, Irving, Texas. Mayer Pharmaceuticals, revenue, 1994, 22 mil. Well, he writes his twos weird. 1995, 24 mil. 1996, 28 mil. Between 1945 and 1973, the government and CIB held numerous major experiments involving psychoactive drugs. See research on Mick, Montauk Files, Philadelphia Shipyard, etc. Files found on Greenland shark toxins, tryptobison, mushroom extracts, rainbow or herbicides, Agent Orange, Agent Purple. Where does rainbow fit in? Agent Green. Soldiers equal government property, which is greater than civilians, which equal private risk and reward. All right, so this was a private journalist. Luca's tape. Found a lot of pills. I've got 6 pills now.
Nothing. It's deactivated.
Not delusional, liar flashing back. Smoke grenade equals star equals fragmentation grenade. False, nut job, war is hell. All my friends are dead. Everyone's crashing. Never forget. Rest in peace, rest in peace. Death in an instant. Ah!
It has a small antenna.
That's the way out. How do I get up there? All right, well, I got the tape. That's what I needed. Let's go explore the tape. I'm not sure exactly what I need in order to activate this power line. But perhaps it'll make sense as we further explore. All right, back we go. Jocelyn Ryan says, headed to bed, but you've given me an idea for the body pillow since Matthew will be stealing it anyway. Oxhorn pony complete with show hat and a power armor helmet cutie mark. Oh, your imagination is wonderful. Thank you, Jocelyn Ryan.
I'm all right. Can't carry any more of this.
All right, I want to go to the basement, see if we can open anything up with our pills now. Remember, we heard something fall down the wall when we found a secret passage in our last episode. And it landed right about here, too. But I'm not seeing anything. All right, moving on.
cult maniac like Lucas gives you false hope, you obey him without question? At this point, it's hard not to take it as an insult. There's no pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. There's only me.
Lucas could be your ticket out of here. You have to contact him.
I'll find a way.
Whatever you see when you're there, don't let it hinder you. Keep going.
Well, we've come this far.
Back in we go.
You got this.
Nice place you got here. Cozy. And this table? Is it mahogany or oak?
I actually have no idea. Alright, Mr. Cole. Why don't you sit down so we can start with the basics? Have you ever had therapy or counseling before?
Straight to the point, huh, Doc? Sorry, You're not the first therapist I've met with, but I sometimes find it difficult to open up. Past therapy sessions were very productive.
Well, we got the impression from his room that he was former military. He lost a lot of friends in war, and now he's paranoid about the government. And so he's like a private investigator, or maybe this is just a private citizen going on a vendetta, trying to figure out what the government is doing. Oh, man.
This doesn't make any sense.
Nice place you got here. Cozy. And this table? Is it mahogany or oak?
I actually have no idea. Alright, Mr. Cole. Why don't you sit down so we can start with the basics? Have you ever had therapy or counseling before?
Straight to the point, huh, Doc? Sorry, You're not the first therapist I've met with, but I sometimes find it difficult to open up.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I'm not a super social guy, so you're the first person I've spoken more than a sentence with since I moved here. About a month ago.
In that case, welcome to Milton Haven.
Thanks. Since I'm on the road so much, I tend to keep to myself, but sometimes I feel like paying people to talk to me. I just got a little cabin just outside of town. It's a nice upgrade from living in a van crammed with gear.
Living in a van down by the river. Oh, it's sinking. Oh, that was sinking.
So, what brings you here?
That's a good question. I need help staying sane. You see, how this usually goes is that I tell you, the therapist, a story from my time in the armed forces of horrifying experiments, government conspiracies, and cover-ups. Then at some point, you're gonna give me the look.
The look?
The look you're giving me right now. The look that says I'm talking to a lunatic.
Come on.
Can't remember anything.
Lunatic? No. But I am a bit puzzled. I would very much like to hear your story.
All right, I'll tell it to you, but I've been made to doubt myself for years, so I hope you'll take it seriously. Take me seriously, and don't give me that look neither. Just let me do the talking for a bit, okay?
Silent Shadow USMC, a member for 19 months. And a Silver Ox. That's Douglas Delegard says, hey Oxhorn, and all in chat. Hey there, Douglas. Good to see you, my friend. We just started the next chapter in this game. You haven't missed much. Elysium Park. Establish radio contact. Calls himself Rainbow. Like the rainbow color of the drug that we've seen throughout all of these memories. Department of Agriculture, Elysium State Park, temporary closure due to safety hazard. Prohibitions. The following acts are prohibited within the restricted area. 1. Going into or being upon the restricted area. The restricted area comprises all lands and roads belonging to or associated with the decommissioned U.S. Army installation Fort Sonder, including the old bunker. Exemptions. The following persons are exempt from this order. 1. Any federal officer or designated Mayor Pharmaceuticals employee carrying the proper permits. Or 2. Dr. Desmond Wales. That's me. That's my character. Why was I allowed to be here? The purpose of this order is to provide you with the most spectacular death possible, second only to the heat death of the universe. You'll be gone in a flash. Oh, great. Oh, great. I'll be dead. Soon. I'm gonna die in a flash. We're talking lightning? Thunder, thunder. Do you hear footsteps? Ranger Cabin, Forest Center.
Looks like some sort of a radio device.
Okay, looks like I gotta go to the Ranger Cabin. I get to explore a bunker. Yes! Oh boy. I wonder if this will work. Worked! It worked! Wow, what a great way to get rid of tons of them if we can see them. There's the Ranger Cabin. Tell me they dropped something.
I'm feeling bloated.
Oh, I hear voices. The Elysium State Park cable connection is officially open. Enjoy the ride and the scenery Elysium State Park has to offer, now at 200 feet off the ground. Tickets are available now at 16 Fortunate Isles Way, Milton Haven. See you there.
It's blocked from the other side.
Note to self, check the compatibility of the backup generator rig with my radio beacon technology. If it works, it should enable me to turn on the generator from inside the cabin. Hello, there's my entry. Right, we found our point of entry. Oh, also.
Later, maybe. Come on, I can't fit in there.
detect and all. Stealth 5. Wow. Note to self, this metallic foil is a happy accident. While I don't want anything to block my device's signal, it may help hide the frequency from being detected by undesirable forces. Further testing is in order. For now, I can at least sleep with less interference in the air. Log entry 465. Finally, some progress. I found a half-burnt memo that mentioned an actual chemical agent tested in the 60s. It said, "Why fight the enemy when you can scare it into submission?" It also said that it proved to be too effective, so they shut it down. I guess they decided to bring it out of retirement.
It has no power. Maybe I should look for power cables. Looks like some sort of a radio device.
Personal log page 1 of 2, file, Rosemary James. Ever since I listened to the deposition of a radio man who survived an encounter with Agent Rainbow in the late 60s, I knew there had to be a connection between radio waves and the way the chemical affects the brain. It's a little known fact that the brain emits electromagnetic radiation, brain waves, just like a radio does. The difference in frequency is so great, however, that the two never interfere with each other. But with Agent Rainbow, that's no longer the case. In order to understand how Agent Rainbow works, one must not only understand the brain's chemistry, but its mental processes as well. Consider the Jungian concept of the shadow. In simple terms, the dark part of our personality. Every undesirable aspect of ourselves we push down and repress. Agent Rainbow brings it all to the surface and gives it form. Facing something like that in such a sudden way is a truly horrifying experience, leading to accelerated mental degradation, followed often by death.
Too much for one man.
Personal transmitter and systems detector, update log, version 1.0. Nearby radio signals automatically detected and displayed in the monitor now show frequency alignment when positioned correctly. Version 1.1 added a red action button for convenience sake. Now all I have to do is press it when the device is properly positioned and aimed at a desired signal and or source, and I can interact with them. Version 1.2. Waves on monitor now align themselves with emitter frequencies in close proximity. It'll light up. Version 2.0. After installing the new mobile antenna, the device now picks up frequencies from certain stars. Need to explore further. Bug report, certain metal foils have been found to block reception or transmission, picking up strange voices in random patterns. Snake program still crashes device.
Looks custom made. Let's see what it can do.
What was that? Holy cow, what was that? So I had to wait for the foil windows to fall down before I could access it. There was too much interference. And that turned the power on inside, I guess. Defeat the flash. Use your radio when hearing a signal. Okay. Are these grave markers? Helmets on sticks. All right, well, I made it to the bunker. I was picking up a signal this way. Now I can't go back. All right, I remember briefly picking up a signal with this thing while I was running this way, but I guess not. Ah! God, I hate that. Ah, barbed wire hurts. Right, barbed wire hurts. device is detecting weak signals from within the walls of the bunker entrance. I've managed to interact with 2 of them before they seem finicky and buried behind thick cement and metal. Perhaps there's too much interference at the moment. I'll try again at a later time. Gwendolyn says try using your radio on different enemies. Oh. Cool. Find the bunker code. Oh my God. Feedback loop. Oh God. Jeez, what the heck, man? Alright, so I gotta trigger those 3 things. Alright, get the signal. Find the code. How am I gonna find the code? It's back!
Got visual on target. Target hostile.
A little barbed wire never hurt anyone.
To enter the code, 4 towers. Look to the stars.
4 towers. Look to the stars. Four towers it is. Alright, so I gotta get a code to get into the bunker. Looks like the code is being kept in these 4 towers. Great.
I can't carry that much ammo.
War is hell. We were in the thick of it. My buddy Wheeler and I, we were the best of our platoon. He was a sniper, a damn good one too. Taught me to shoot like a pro. I was a radio man. Always had a thing for electronics. Kept my gear in good shape and picked up a few neat mods and tricks along the way.
So there are 9 of those that I gotta find.
There's only so much I can carry.
Oh my god. Don't touch the water.
War is hell. We were in the thick.
Oh, come on. Okay, where to? Alright, well, I gotta get to that tower. I mean, look, do I even need to go through there? Looks like I can go around this fence.
Better stay away.
Stinking barbed wire. All right, looks like that swamp section was just to get the fast denied, which I got. Do I have to go back and get that? if I just run through it? There you go, that works. Okay, well there's the first tower. Oh my god, how do I get this last one? That's all of them, right? Okay, so this fence needs to open. And to do that, I gotta knock out that power, right? But it comes back. Break the board, says chat. Oh. Right. I see. Okay. Sonoff NZ says break the boards. Thank you, Sonoff.
Delicious. For survival, I guess.
Jeez. Okay. So I need to get in there. No signal. Right, it's on the other side of that. Gwendolyn says you didn't try the radio on the little bad guys. Oh yeah, you're right. I'll try that. Okay. whoa. If only you had something to mask that awful smell with. When in doubt, cover that snout. Thank you. All right, new cigar.
Something to open, worth a try.
Ah. To all water treatment facility employees, we appreciate your continued collaboration as we conduct our investigation into the source of the water contamination. As this investigation pertains to matters of national security, I must inform you that any disclosure of information about the contamination to outside parties may result in incarceration. Let's work together so that Milton Haven can once again have access to clean water. Bill Bird, CIB Liaison. That opens the gate. From the ocean to Milton Haven, the desalination process. 1. Seawater intake. Seawater from the Patmos Bay arrives at our facility through a large underground pipe. 2. Screening. Seawater undergoes a 2-stage process to remove coarse and fine particles. 3. Filtration and reverse osmosis. Salt and other impurities are removed from the water. 4. Brine disposal. Seawater concentrate is safely returned to Patmos Bay. 5. Freshwater supply. Clean fresh water is supplied to your home and business. I took a small sample of the contaminated water home for analysis when the CIB weren't looking. What the hell is that stuff? Within minutes of just being near it, I started feeling oddly afraid and kind of sick. Fortunately, I only took like 3 drops of it, so I don't think the effect is too strong. I don't have all the proper tools at home, but I will say this. Whatever this chemical is that contaminated the water supply, it's bad news. I'm going to use the rest of my sick days and take off until this blows over. I suggest you do the same, Lisa.
There's only so much I can carry.
A reusable valve. Perfect. Okay, so now we get to find our way back.
I need something to open this.
Cool. Alright, so on the big guys, it resets their aggression level. That's cool.
I need something to open this. Doggone it. Okay, so the radio just resets the aggression level, which is useful in certain situations, but no reason to keep it out all the time if I can get a sneak attack on them from the beginning. Jessica Sharp says, I still want an Ox body pillow, a set of Ox PJs, and Ox slippers.
need something to open this.
Okay, so they're gonna come back. Let's see.
I need something to open this.
Okay. One thing at a time.
I need something to open this.
Really? Oh, come on! I jumped! I jumped! Duh. I hate little puzzles like this. Platform puzzles. Jump, duck. Oh, come on! The jumping is so clunky, sluggish in this game. Try it again. I got over the pipe this time. At least there's that. Another one? Why? Oh, first time the charm. What? What?
I need something to open this.
What?
Worth a try.
Oh no, I dropped down. Screw you, guy. Important objects may be closer than they appear. Okay.
I need something to open this.
Did you see him run by there?
Better get out of these waters.
Nope.
I don't want to step any closer. I shouldn't be in these waters. Something stops me from getting closer. I need something to open this.
Dead end.
I feel I should get out of these waters.
Restroom key. Hey. That'll be useful.
This feels off.
Try the other way. Ah!
There's unnatural darkness here. It's a locked door. It's no use. No dice.
What?
You're responsible for this.
Sewer door key.
This doesn't work. Worth a try.
All right, well, I need to find another key. Wrong turn.
It's no use.
Old key. Reminds me of a key I had once.
It's another locked door.
Bathroom key.
Okay, this is happening on purpose.
Another one? Why? Why? We're back here.
Something isn't right with these waters.
There.
I need something to open this.
My office key. What the hell is it doing here? Ah! Finally! Oh. We did it. That's where we stood when he caused it to crash and we fell down. And there's the first water tower. That's going to give us just the first part in the 4-number code we need to get into the bunker. God.
Look. 2 bad stars.
What?
6. 6.
6? That's 9 stars. No, 10. It's 10 stars, but the number is 6. Two. Interesting. So the first number in the code is 2.
need something to open this.
Okay. Well, one down. Well, now that we've cleared this area, let's do a quick sweep. Actually, you know, we never went down this way. Every tunnel blocked, every road closed, every exit non-existent. I'm starting to think this is some sort of metaphor. Cool, we got some shotgun shells. That was important. I think we're stocked up on pills. What we really need is food. I got beat up pretty bad back there. I could use some food. Okay. Well, we came from there. The gate latch is stuck again. I can usually get it to open using one of those spare valves the water treatment facility folks have lying around, but my shift's up and that means I get to stop carrying. So it's your problem now. Good luck, Eddie.
I need something to open this.
Forest West. Should lead me to Forest South and the next light. Yay, food! Eddie, we could not be prouder, more proud of you for the progress you've made revamping the cable car station. This is a personal win for you, as well as the Elysium State Park Board and the state as a whole. Not to get your hopes up, but it seems if you can keep the cable car running with no incidents for the rest of this fiscal year, there might be a big promotion heading your way. Keep up the good work. Sally Witherspoon, Parks Department.
Numb.
He straight up said numb.
I need something to open this. Worth a try.
I'm looking for a ticket. Ticket. Gotta find a ticket. Coming.
Man, that guy's a pain in the ass. Oh, I need him to shoot open these. Dang, on it. Oh my god! Saved because he's out of ammo. I couldn't find that last transmitter on his body.
Ah, the gate is locked. This doesn't work.
Right. Let's loot the place.
I can't carry that much ammo. Delicious.
He's like numb. Our guy's a bit of a derp.
Okay. We could go down here. But I have a feeling that's where we're going to need to go after we solve whatever is up here. Or that is where the light is coming from. We have a gate here that needs a key. A building over here that needs exploring. Let's see what's around back. Behind the building first. There's the next tower. Also needs a key. Oh, were these helmets here before?
Can't carry any more of this.
Hello, what's this? Ice cream.
Nom.
Nom. Alright, so big old area over here by the tower. We've got a big circle of helmets. We found a car with some food. And another door that needs another key. This is not a drill. The key is found within. Within the building, I guess.
I'll come back for this if I need it.
Right, here we are on the other side of the building. Okay. I guess we don't need to find a key to open that door. Big party. Barbed wire, man. Right, avoid those guys. Jeez! Ah! Okay, what? Jeez. Well, that was crazy. Just double checking that we got all the loot. Okay, visitor center, watchtower.
I need to get to the watchtower.
I'm still surprised we haven't found any more of those transmitters. Jay King says, "Hey Ox and all my friends, everyone, how is you doing? By the way, is there a way to get aimed down sights in Fallout 3? That's how I like to play, but I can't." Yeah, there was a mod that I installed that allowed me to get aimed down sights, but it was kind of finicky, and I forget the name of it right now. I think it's just called aim down sights or iron sights. Fallout 3 iron sights. We got a cliff key. Elysium State Park Fire Watcher's Guide. Know the lay of the land. In order to perform your duties to the best of your abilities, you should be able to correctly identify the local points of interest. Fort Sonder, a decommissioned U.S. Army installation built during the Cold War. The base contains an underground bunker as well as a radar tower. Water treatment facility, a seawater desalination plant, and the largest water supplier to Milton Haven. Eyes of the Blessed Church and Cemetery. Oh, great. Built in the late 18th century, the church grounds also feature a historic crypt built into the mountain. Radio tower, originally built to service Fort Sonder, the radio tower is now used by civilian radio stations in Milton Haven. Cable car station transports hundreds of thousands of visitors each year to and from the Elysium State Park. Observation deck and visitor center. Tip, we also have a diner, and it's excellent. Was that a Zeppelin or a satellite tower we saw? That's the church. Oh no.
6, 5, 2, 1, 8, 9, 3, 4, 0, 7,
There it is. 4, 2. I'm presuming we read left to right. We still don't know the code yet. We've only got 2 of the 4 digits. Okay.
Looks like a useful shortcut.
With that, everybody, I'm out of time. I'm actually over time. I should have ended about 20 minutes ago, but I got to get to work on a lore video if I'm going to get this done in time for the weekend, so I'm going to let you guys go now. I still intend to do my broadcast for tomorrow morning of Sherlock Holmes. I don't know what time it's going to be. I'm going to aim for around 11 o'clock a.m. Pacific time. But it may be a little later depending on how much sleep I get tonight. Either way, I should be live with Sherlock Holmes, and I hope to see you then. Have a wonderful rest of your night tonight. We're going to go ahead and pick up with this game in Sound Mind again next week to solve these other 2 riddles. Looks like I missed a couple of super chats. Toxic Sean says, "Hi Ox. Feeling frustrated, have not been able to relax on a Friday. Arvo with Scotch and smoke rings for ages. 2 times workers off for weeks. Doing it hard. Miss you, guide. No, you guys. Toxic Sean, we miss you too. I'm glad you were able to come back tonight to say hi to us today." Sonoff NZ says, "Pills heal as well." Do they really heal as well? Oh, well, that's going to become useful. Thank you very much for that. Maybe I'll start. Sarah says pills can heal, and then Ox Rage. All right, pills heal. Right. Well, they've been leaving pills all over the place, so I guess I'll start eating some pills to heal as well. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate it. Gotta go. It's been about 3.5 hours, and I got to get some sleep. So see you guys tomorrow for Sherlock Holmes, and have a wonderful night. Bye bye now.